everybody and welcome back to Game Space, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing, I'm not going to be playing, I was going to say playing then, that was a bit weird. I'm going to be reviewing a movie which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Now, I was not a huge fan of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and keep in mind I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. When I was like 6 years old, I used to watch the 2003 show, which I loved. And I also watched some of the old movies, and I also played some of the games when I was a kid, which were awesome. I loved the games. So I have a very strong backstory of these guys. I loved Ninja Turtles. I absolutely loved it. And in the first Ninja Turtles movie, one of the biggest problems I have with the movie is that it didn't feel like a full-on Ninja Turtles movie. It felt like an April O'Neil movie featuring the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles didn't feel like the main focus. The best part of this movie is the Ninja Turtles. They're more in this movie than the last one. This movie actually feels like a full-on Ninja Turtles movie. It starts with the Ninja Turtles and it ends with the Ninja Turtles, which is awesome. And there's a few costume improvements of the Ninja Turtles. For example, they look more colourful and a bit more cartoony. And for example, in the first one, Leonardo had this weird chest piece on his chest, and which felt very out of place, and they removed that, thankfully. And I kind of like the design of the turtles. It's starting to grow on me. It really is. I kind of like that they look like muscular men painted in green and with shells. I kind of like that design. So that there's a few new characters in this movie. That we have Casey Jones, Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, and Baxter Stockman. Now let's start with Casey Jones. I didn't hate him, but I did not like Casey Jones. His motivation didn't feel clear, in my opinion. And in the first, he just didn't feel like Casey Jones. His performance felt very forced and unnatural. So hopefully in the next Ninja Turtles movie that they improve on him, because I did not like him at all. And Krang was in this movie as well. I thought Krang was absolutely fantastic. It's just the same that he's not in this movie like at all. And Shredder, Krang is awesome. The costume of Krang was amazing. Was freaking awesome. It really looks like the 1990s version of the Ninja Turtles Krang thing. And Bebop and Rocksteady were awesome. I love Bebop and Rocksteady. They were amazing. They were hilarious. When they were interacting with each other, it was hilarious. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. And I do feel like the Ninja Turtles have more personality in this one, which is great. They feel more like the Ninja Turtles movie that I knew as a kid, which is great. And we also have the new coming in the movies, Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman. I love Baxter Stockman. A lot of people hate him. I understand why, but I actually absolutely loved him. Awesome guy. I loved him. And the action scene of this movie were awesome. There's a scene where it starts in the plane and it ends on the ground. I love that scene. Entertaining as hell. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, by the way, just saying. And Shredder did not have a personality. He just felt like a guy who just was there to move the plot along, which was very disappointing in my personal opinion. And the relationship between Krang and Shredder did not make sense at all. Like, something happens at the end, which I'm not going to spoil. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And Shredder's motivation isn't good at all. It doesn't make sense why he's doing that things that he's doing. But overall, this movie is a lot more funny, a lot more entertaining than the first Ninja Turtles movie. So I kind of want to give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. The Turtles are great. Krang is awesome. I just wish he was more in the movie. I really enjoyed this movie. If you're a Ninja Turtles fan or have any connection with the Ninja Turtles, definitely watch this movie. And critics have been bashing this movie a lot. I don't really understand why, because it's not that bad as people say it is, in my opinion. So it's definitely worth a watch. And people have very different opinions of this movie. So I would like to know, what did you think of this movie if you've seen it? And did you like it? Did you hate it? A lot of people seem to hate this movie, but I don't hate it. Anyway guys, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that awesome like button. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.